So you're looking to move to Rochester, Michigan, and I don't blame you. In this video, I'm going to go over all of the reasons that you might be looking to move to Rochester, and if you haven't already thought about it, maybe you should. And no, I'm not talking about Rochester Hills, and yes, there is a difference. I have another video covering Rochester Hills and the difference between the two. In this video, we are specifically going to talk about the pros and why you might want to live in Rochester. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nick. Welcome. I'm a top producing real estate agent here in the Metro Detroit, Michigan market. And if you're looking to move in or around the Metro Detroit area, whether it be in 9 or 90 days, make sure to get a hold of my team. Our contact information is below, whether it's call, text, or email. We would be happy to speak with you. We have helped hundreds of individuals and families move in and around Metro Detroit, Michigan, and we would love to help you as well. So let's get into why Rochester and why I believe it is such a good location to live in. Niche.com has given Rochester an overall ranking of an A+. A+ for public schools, A- for housing, A+ for good for families, A- for jobs, B- for cost of living, B+ for outdoor activities, B+ for nightlife, B for diversity, and A for health and fitness. Rochester, Michigan has been ranked the number 18th best suburb to live in the Metro Detroit, Michigan area. Not only was Rochester ranked the 18th best suburb to live in Michigan, but it was also ranked the 17th best suburb to raise a family in Michigan. So let's talk about Rochester's location. Rochester is located 45 minutes north and pretty much in a straight line from downtown Detroit. Rochester Hills is just south of Rochester and is only about 39 minutes away from downtown Detroit. So let's talk about the size and population. Rochester is about 3.8 square miles and is home to about 13,000 individuals. Next on the list is another reason why Rochester is very well known and why so many people love moving to and living in Rochester, and that is the school district. Rochester Community School District has been ranked A+ on Niche.com. They have given them an A+ in academics, A in teachers, A for clubs and activities, A+ for sports, B+ for resources and facilities, B for diversity, A+ for college prep, A+ for administration, and B for food. The Rochester Community School District has ranked 11th out of 557 as the best school districts in Michigan. It was also ranked 20th out of 571 as the 20th best school district for athletes in Michigan. So if you have kids that are interested in sports, or you're thinking about have kids and you want them to be interested in sports, Rochester might be a good school district for you to think about. As I mentioned earlier, Rochester is ranked as a B- for cost of living, and that's actually due to the housing market. But let's jump into the overall cost of living in the city of Rochester. Overall, Rochester is ranked 4% higher than the national average, with housing being 10% higher than the national average, utilities at 6% less, groceries 1% more, and transportation right on par with the national average. So let's jump into the housing market specifically because it is 10% higher than the national average, and there's a reason for that. As I mentioned, Rochester is a very sought after location, and it is one throughout Metro Detroit, Michigan, where people are looking to move into or stay. And while we're talking about staying, as of today, there are only 8 active listings in Rochester. There are more in Rochester Hills, again, 2 completely different cities, but the same school district. The lowest price listed for a home today is $170,000, with the highest property listed at $1.2 million. The average cost of a home in Rochester over the course of the last 12 months has been $546,000, with the appreciation rate being at 8.9%. So even with the housing market that we've seen over the last couple of years, including 2021, 2022, and the beginning of 2023, where most houses are actually selling for less than what they did a couple of years ago, you will actually see that home prices have grown or increased at 8.9% in Rochester. And although the average sales price of a home being at $546,000 is a bit higher than most of the Metro Detroit area, there's a reason for that. And one of those reasons is because the median household income in Rochester is at $100,000. So now that we've covered some of the data and analytics, let's jump into why people love moving to and living in Rochester. The first thing that comes to mind for me personally is downtown Rochester. Downtown Rochester is a perfect mix of historic and hip attractions that both local residents and visitors from across the state of Michigan can enjoy. The downtown area is home to more than 350 shops, salons, restaurants, and professional service businesses, 85% of which are independent merchants. Downtown Rochester's natural beauty is attributed to the waterways that surround the city and the abundant green space that 3 parks and 2 winding trails offer. Downtown Rochester is probably my favorite downtown location throughout Metro Detroit to visit, especially in the winter when they have all of the lights on the buildings. I have personally spent time just walking the streets, of course when it's not too cold out, just to take in the scenery of that winter atmosphere. There are a multitude of stores located downtown, including antiques, bookstores, clothing and accessories, florists, art galleries, gift shops, home office furniture and accent stores, pet products, resale shops, jewelry, you name it, there is a store downtown for you. Along with the shopping, there is plenty of dining as well, including bakeries, coffee shops, ice cream parlors, and restaurants. Some of my favorite restaurants in Rochester are The Meeting House, Rochester Brunch House, Rochester Mills Beer, City Tavern, Rochester Bistro, and the list could go on. Speaking of food and drinks, one of my favorite places to visit in Rochester is the Yates Cider Mill. The Yates Cider Mill is actually located in Rochester Hills, but I wanted to make sure that if you're going to visit or live in Rochester, you have to stop by Yates. Not only can you enjoy the history of the Yates Cider Mill, but you can also enjoy cider donuts and plenty of recreational areas, whether you just want to sit down and have a picnic or play with the kids in a pumpkin patch. One of the other must-go-to attractions, especially if you have kids, is MI Combat Tactical Laser Tag. And if you enjoy golfing as much as I do, I recommend that you go to the Pine Trace Golf Club. These are just some of the reasons why so many people love living in Rochester, Michigan, and why you might personally be thinking about moving to the area. And if you are, my team and I would love to help. Again, our contact information is in the description below. Make sure to reach out to us and we would love to help you. And if you're interested in one of the other cities throughout Metro Detroit, Michigan, make sure to check out my channel as I have done videos on all of the best suburbs and cities located throughout Metro Detroit.